Today, every quarterback in the AFC North is gonna be swapping teams. And I mean, considering the AFC North is looked at as the hood of the NFL, it should definitely be interesting to see what these players do on different teams. But as you can see, Deshaun Watson is on the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson is on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Russell Wilson's on the Cincinnati Bengals. And Joe Shiesty's on the Cleveland Browns. And I mean, now that everybody is on a new team, I honestly can't even predict who's gonna win the division. So I guess all we have to do now is sim to the playoffs and see what's up. And in year number 1, it looks like the division is gonna be going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who also got the number 1 seed with a 13-4 record. But it looks like the Browns also made the playoffs, and they're gonna be playing the Titans. And it looks like Joe Burrow and the Browns are gonna get the win against the Titans. So now they play Lamar Jackson and the Steelers in the divisional round. And it looks like Lamar Jackson's gonna get the best of Joe Burrow once again. So now we play the Chiefs for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, I had a feeling that the Browns and Steelers were gonna do better than everyone else just because they have Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, but I did not think Pittsburgh... Hold on. Tell me we did not just fumble on the first play of the game. I mean, we got the ball back, so I guess it doesn't matter either way, but as I was saying, I was not expecting Pittsburgh to be the powerhouse that they are. I mean, the number 1 seed is ridiculous, but I mean, at the same time, I guess now that they have a quarterback, this team actually is super overpowered. But anyways, we're gonna find Johnson for the first down. I'm a Ravens fan, so I really don't like seeing Lamar in a Steelers uniform. This is actually kind of painful to my eyes, but I'm just gonna deal with it, and hopefully Lamar can win a Super Bowl today. I mean, at the very least, I'm just hoping at least one of these teams can make it to a Super Bowl. I mean, we kind of got 4 teams to root for right now, but anyways, Chiefs defense did force a 3rd down after that, so I kind of need this play to work. Come on, Lamar, get going. That's gonna be a first down on the run. So 41 yards to go and we're in. I feel like Lamar and Pickens in real life would be absolutely insane. So I'm gonna try and go for Pickens here, and it looks like he is gonna be wide open for the first, and that honestly might go, and it looks like it's gonna be a touchdown from George Pickens. So that touchdown right there is gonna tie things up just like that. We are playing Kansas City though, so obviously we have a lot of work to do. We're coming back out here in the 3rd quarter though. I mean, as you can see, we have a very tight game going on right now, but we do have the lead, so I'm hoping we can stretch this to a 2-score lead. Oh my god, Pickens is gone again. That's gonna go for a 1-play touchdown because we are not getting caught. That was just a simple slant route. I was not expecting him to get that much open field, but I'll take it. So that's going to put the Steelers up by 2 scores. I mean, we still have 2 quarters to play, but things are looking pretty good for Pittsburgh right now. But after that, unfortunately for the Steelers, the defense choked it in the 4th quarter. I mean, things were looking really good until Patrick Mahomes took the lead, and then everything went downhill. So that's going to send us home early. I mean, Mahomes is never easy to take down. So even though we lost, I'd say that's a very hot start for Lamar so far. I mean, first season on his new team, and he already made it to the AFC Championship game. But anyways, to end off year number 1, it looks like Dak Prescott's going to be winning MVP. Lamar did come 3rd place in the votings. And just like this season, it looks like the Chiefs are going to go on to beat the 49ers in the Super Bowl. But anyways, that's going to bring us to year number 2. Obviously, the Steelers won the division last year, but heading into this season, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd say they're definitely the favorites once again, but every team in the AFC North kind of has a high-powered defense, so that means that anyone can kind of snag the division. And in year number 2, it looks like Joe Burrow and the Browns ended up winning the division with an 11-6 record, and they're going to be playing the Dolphins in the wild card round. The Steelers also made the playoffs though, and it looks like they play the Bills, and it looks like the Steelers are going to get the dub against Josh Allen and the Bills, and the Browns are also going to take down Miami. So now the Steelers play the Chiefs and the Browns play the Texans. So I mean, I guess it's time to see how Joe Burrow plays on his new team. I mean, I feel like him and Amari Cooper should be a pretty solid duo. Probably not as good as him and Jamar Chase, but either way, I mean, they shouldn't be bad. This is going to be a pretty tough game to win, though. I mean, the Texans are never easy. I'm going to try and go for Amari Cooper, though, and it looks like that is going to be a first down. Going to keep it on the ground of Chubb after that, though, and see if he can pick up a first. I mean, this Browns offense with Burrow is actually pretty overpowered. Let's go, Chubb. That was a huge play. I mean, if he got past that last defender, that would have been a house call, but anyways, I'm just going to try and go back. Oh, come on, please. That's dangerous, but we're going to find Amari Cooper again. I mean, so far, it seems like this offense is just tearing through the Texans defense. Hopefully, we can keep this up. I'm just going to go for another run of Chubb here, though. We got the stiff arm, but we're getting caught either way. That stiff arm was absolutely nasty, though. I mean, there is no denying that. It is third down after that play, though, so we need 7 yards here. Oh, we're getting rushed, but what a grab from Amari Cooper. That's going to go for a touchdown. I had to rush that off too, so I wasn't sure if that was going to be a brick or not, but either way, we're going to find Cooper in the end zone, so that's going to give the lead to the Browns first. We're coming back out here in the third quarter, though. I mean, as you can see, we kind of have a stranglehold over the Texans right now. I mean, if we can score on this drive, that... Oh, hold on. We're getting smoked behind the line. Wasn't planning on that to happen, so that's going to make it 3rd and 18, so we need a huge play here. But as I was saying, if we can manage to score on this drive, that should oh my god, they're gonna leave him wide open. What a play from Moore. So that play from Elijah Moore is gonna keep the drive alive. I'm gonna try and go for Bell here. Oh, that's gonna be close, but it looks like he's gonna bring that in, so that's another first down from Cleveland. If we can get in the end zone here, that should pretty much put things away. I mean, there's 24 seconds left until the 4th quarter, so if we can make it a 3-score game, it is gonna be pretty difficult for Houston to come back. That might be it. We're 1 yard short. I just want to point out, though, I mean, Joe Burrow has been absolutely insane today. I'm gonna hand it off to Chubb here, though, and hopefully we can finish this drive off. I mean, that looks good. We're gonna get some blocks, so that's gonna be another touchdown from Nick Chubb, and that one right there, as I said, should pretty much put this game away. And after that, it looks like the Browns were able to get the job done, so we're gonna take a blowout win against the Texans, which is gonna send us to the AFC Championship game. And for the 2nd season in a row, it looks like the Chiefs are gonna take down the Steelers, so now it's Joe Shiesty versus Patrick Mahomes for a trip to the Super Bowl. We're starting off in the 2nd quarter, though. I mean, as you can see, we were not able to do anything on our first drive of the game, and the Chiefs have already scored twice. So we're down 14-0. Things are not looking great right now, but that helps out because Chubb is going to be wide open. So that's going to bring it all the way to the 19-yard line. I did not think that was going to work out, but I'll take it. The Chiefs are the defending champs right now, though. So at the same time, that is going to make things a bit more difficult because obviously they're going to be hungry to defend their title. But again, Burrow has taken Mahomes down in the playoffs before, so if anyone's gonna do it, I feel like he's probably... Oh my god, we are losing yardage. I'm gonna go for it again on 3rd down. We only need 2 yards, so I mean, if this gets shut down, I'll probably go for it on 4th down with Chubb or something. But it looks like we're going to find Amari Cooper. So just like that, 1 yard to go and we're in. We really need to score a touchdown here. I mean, if we get shut down here, we're going to have a problem. But it looks like that is going to put the Browns on the board. So the touchdown from Nick Chubb is going to cut into that lead. I mean, now we're only down by 1 score. But I mean, apparently Patty Mahomes was not playing around today. He dropped 42 points on one of the best defenses in the league. We put up 35. That should be enough to win, but apparently not when you're playing Mahomes. But anyways, to end off year number 2, this time it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to be winning MVP. And for the 2nd season in a row, it looks like the Chiefs are going to be winning the Super Bowl with the win against the Cardinals. But anyways, that's going to bring us to the offseason, and it looks like things are going to be changing a lot for the AFC North. I mean, as you can see, Chubb ended up signing with the Carolina Panthers, and it looks like Jamar Chase is now a Texan, and Amari Cooper is also on the Jets now. So Joe Burrow kind of lost his whole offense. And I mean, it looks like Joe Mixon also went to the Raiders. But the good news is for Lamar Jackson, because it looks like the Steelers did end up signing DeAndre Hopkins. So again, heading into year number 3, I'd say the Steelers are probably your favorites to win the division. But one more thing before we sim to the playoffs, it looks like Russell Wilson ended up retiring. So the Bengals are kind of screwed. But in year number 3, surprisingly enough, it looks like the Ravens ended up winning the division, going 14-3, and they play the Pats in the wild card round. And it looks like the Chiefs ended up going 15-2. So that's probably going to be an issue for later. But the Steelers also made the playoffs, and it looks like they're going to be taking on the Titans. I got to make sure we don't underestimate the Pats, though. I mean, because they are a pretty solid team 3 years into the future. Let's go, Mitchell. That's going to be a first down. I mean, obviously, obviously Watson's a pretty big downgrade from Lamar on the Ravens, but I mean, at the same time, Watson definitely isn't terrible. That pass right there was terrible though. So that's going to bring up a third down. I'm just going to try and go for Andrews here, and hopefully he can get the first to keep the drive going. If not, oh, come on, that actually should work out. Come on, Andrews, give me that. That's a first. So, I mean, that play right there is going to put us in Pat's territory. I'm going to try and go for either Bateman or Flowers off of this play, I think, though. That should work out. If we can hit him, come on, give me that. That's going to be a huge play from Zay. Thought he was going to drop the ball after he got hit there, but either way, 9 yards to go and we're in. Come on, somebody get open. I gotta rush this off. That sucks. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of worst case scenario for the Ravens here. It's 3rd and goal. So if this doesn't work out, we might get held to a field goal. But it looks, oh my god, dude, what are we doing? Zay, come on, bro. I feel like Zay definitely should have been able to hold on to that for the touchdown, but either way, I'm just gonna go for the field goal just to make sure we can put some points on the board. I mean, that is gonna put the Ravens up 3-0. But luckily for the Ravens, after that, as you can see, it looks like they went on to absolutely annihilate the Patriots. I mean, our defense kind of destroyed them. On the downside for the Steelers, though, it looks like the Titans ended up taking them down, and now the Ravens have to play Josh Allen and the Bills. And I mean, obviously this is going to be another very difficult game to win. I just want to say, if we do somehow end up taking down Allen and the Bills, it's probably going to be because of our defense, because this offense is not as electric without Lamar. Watson hasn't really been awful or anything like that, though. I mean, his accuracy is nowhere near Lamar's, so that's kind of throwing me off, but we did still win the division with this guy. Yeah, that's gonna set us back a whole bunch, though. I just couldn't get the ball off there, so that's gonna make it 3rd and 23. I'm gonna try and go for Mark Andrews, and hopefully he can clutch up and get a first. No way, he's open. That's gonna go for a touchdown off of a 3rd and 23 conversion. That is actually insane. So somehow the Ravens are gonna score off of a play like that. I mean, that is huge. That puts us on the board first. But I mean, to end things off, it looks like Josh Allen was just too much for Baltimore to handle. I mean, again, the Ravens did put up a pretty solid fight. We only lost by 4, but that is gonna send us home. But anyways, to end off year number 3, once again, it looks like Dak Prescott is going to be winning MVP. Lamar came 3rd place in the votings, and it looks like Watson came 5th. And after beating us, it looks like the Bills went on to beat the Cowboys by 1 point in the Super Bowl. But that's going to bring us to the offseason once again. The only big signing that any of these teams really made was Joe Thuney going to the Steelers. And it looks like the Browns also ended up losing Njoku and Teller. So Joe Burrow's team is pretty much done for. I mean, right now, the Ravens and the Steelers are pretty much the only good teams left. And it looks like the Steelers went off this season, going 15-2 to win the division and get the #1 seed. And it looks like they're going to be taking on the Raiders, who somehow beat the Chiefs in the divisional round. But it looks like the Steelers are barely going to sneak out with the win. So now we play the Jags for a trip to the Super Bowl. I mean, I feel like Lamar Jackson versus Trevor Lawrence should actually end up being a very entertaining game. I'm going to try and just keep it on the ground with Harris to start things off, though. I mean, that's a pretty solid pickup. Jags defense did force a 3rd down after that, though. I feel like they're probably going to be a bit of an issue today, but hopefully we can get Johnson open here. That looks good. That's going to be a 1st down to keep the drive going. I really want to go for a designed run with Lamar here, but we don't really have any designed runs with this Steelers playbook, so we're kind of screwed. But anyways, I'm just going to go. Oh, come on, Harris, get going. We almost escaped. If he could have got past that last guy, I'm telling you that would have gone for a touchdown. But I'm going to try and go back for Pickens here, and hopefully he's open. Actually, no way Lamar stayed up. Hold on. Get that off. Oh, Harris is wide open. That might go. Come on, please. What a touchdown from Lamar. That was actually an insane play. I don't know how he stayed up through the contact there, but obviously I'll take it. So that's going to put the Steelers on the board first. And after that, this powerhouse Steelers team went on to absolutely annihilate the Jags. So that's going to send us to the Super Bowl. I'm honestly just happy that somebody from the AFC North is finally headed to the big game. But anyways, to end off the final season of this video, it looks like Patrick Mahomes is going to be winning another MVP. and it looks like the Steelers are going to be taking on the 9-8 Lions in the Super Bowl. Our defense got to stop to start things off, though. So, I mean, we already have pretty solid field position to start off our first drive of the game. I just want to say, though, we cannot underestimate Detroit. I mean, obviously, they're good since they made it all the way to the Super Bowl. I know they only have a 9-8 record, but that does not show for how stacked this team is. I mean, they have like a 92 overall offense, and I'm pretty sure like an 88 overall defense. So they are not going to be easy to take down. We have like a 94 overall offense and an 80-something overall defense as well, though. So, I mean, I say this is a pretty even matchup. So far, it looks like we're kind of running through this defense. Lamar is gone. That's a first. I haven't been able to get anybody open for passing so far, so hopefully somebody can be open here, but I'm going to try and go for Pickens. Actually, that's probably not going to work. So I'm just going to go for Freiermuth. That almost went. 8 yards to go. I mean, I'm just going to try and end things off with Harris here. If we get shut down, I might put it in the air depending on where he gets stopped. But it looks like that's going to go because we're going to hit a stiff arm. So that's going to be a touchdown from Najee Harris. And just like that, the Steelers are going to take an early lead over the Lions. I mean, this game is either going to come right down to the wire or it's going to be a blowout. And it looks like the Steelers did end up getting a blowout in the Super Bowl. I mean, this team was pretty unfair. I mean, that was just another dominant performance from the defense. They were absolutely insane this season. I mean, honestly, again, I'm just happy that somebody was able to win the Super Bowl from the AFC North. But as you can see, Lamar Jackson and the Steelers are going to be hoisting the Lombardi Trophy to end off this video. But that's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, comment the most random thing you can think of so we can confuse everybody in the comment section. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.